Hello, this is Titanosaurus Productions, and welcome to Cancelled Kaiju Film Friday, where we look at giant monster movies that were sadly never made. Alright, let's get right into this. This week is Godzilla vs. Mechanikong. There are actually many different forms of this movie. There were a lot of different ideas about what it should be like, so you can go buy the book that I'm getting all this information from, which is the Big Book of Japanese Giant Monster Movies, The Lost Films. You can get it on Amazon. That's all I know. Alright, back to the stuff. Here we go. The many forms of Godzilla vs. Mechanikong. If you don't know who Mechanikong is, it is a giant robot version of King Kong that appeared in the King Kong show and King Kong Escapes. Anyway, back to the thing. The many forms of Godzilla vs. Mechanikong, 1991 to 1993. First planning draft date, November 7th, 1991. Intended release date, December 1992. Treatments by Koichi Kawakita and Yuji Yoshida. Proposed special effects director, Koichi Kawakita. Proposed cast and characters, Miki Saigusa, Megumi Odaka. I believe that's who it's played by. Megumi Odaka is the actor, or maybe it's the person in the movie, and the other person is the... Okay, just forget it. I'm bad at pronouncing Japanese names, so also, that just in case I do pronounce any of these wrong. Proposed monsters, Godzilla, Mechanikong, and Gigamoth, which is only in Micro Super Battle Godzilla vs. Gigamoth. That's the only movie it was planned to be in, because there were a lot of different drafts for this movie, and one of them included that monster. Anyway, story. Godzilla awakens from the ocean floor and then comes ashore in America, where it soon becomes apparent that the nuclear reactor within his body will detonate in a devastating explosion. The robot Mechanikong injects Godzilla with a miniaturized team of scientists to stop the meltdown from within, while the robot ape battles him on the outside. The team is successful, escapes the monster's body, and Godzilla falls into the San Andreas Fault. The end. That's all I got for you this week. Anyway, Mechanikong has always been one of my favorite monsters, or one of my favorite mechas, I should say. And yeah, that's it. Although he never got to appear in a Godzilla film, which, by the way, I think a Godzilla body adventure would be very cool. They did do it in the Godzilla the series based off of the TriStar movie. A similar giant robot, a similar mech, appeared in the Toho TV series The Justirizers. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. From 2004 to 2005. And the design was heavily inspired by what it might have looked like in the movie, from what I understand. That's all I have for you this week. Next week, prepare to be astounded by... What do we got? Okay, here we go. Prepare to be astounded by Jen de Bont's Godzilla. This one is going to be another, this one might be a little more recognizable if you're into canceled Godzilla films or just Godzilla in general. You might have heard of this before, but you might have not, so it'll be a learning experience. Anyway, that's all for this video. Goodbye.